Hi, welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines, currently in Thailand. Well, happy Valentine's Day here in Thailand anyway. In the Philippines, it's Valentine's Day. Today's the 14th. We're a day ahead of North America, if you didn't know. So you guys, Valentine's Day is tomorrow in the US and Canada. But anyway, I was just going to address I know a lot of guys that probably have girlfriends overseas and they're trying to hit you up for something for Valentine's Day, and a lot of you guys are gonna send something through Western Union or money, or what do they want? I'll tell you what they want. They want gold. They're all asking, a gold bracelet, or they'll want a gold cross. A lot of, like the Filipinas, they'll want a gold cross. It's a symbolism of their religion, and they are very religious. The women truly are, in their hearts. You can see they're religious. Of course, their actions don't, but that's another story. But yeah, so they'll be asking for things like golden crosses, and the reason they ask for gold, and it's the same here in Thailand. The Thai ladies, they'll want gold too. The Thai girlfriends, that's how you show their appreciation. It's literally money or gold. The money, like the picture in the thumbnail, that was actually sent to me by a Philipina as a Valentine's idea. No kidding. That's where that came from. But anyway, yeah. So the reason they want gold is so they can, it's liquid, they can liquefy it at hard times, and they can foresee hard times, and it always will come to a hard time at some point in their life. They're going to be old, and so they got to acquire money for themselves in their future, and if they got kids or anything, they could, and a lot of it's pooled into the kitty of the family, it goes straight into, if they have to, it'll go right into mom and pop's budget for the month if it ever needed to be pawned or anything, if it's time where they needed rice or some bad situation or schooling or something important came up, they would liquefy it to get some cash available. So that's one reason that they'll want it, and it's a sign of wealth, and they'll want to show it off too. They will wear. You give her a gold necklace, she'll want to wear it, of course, and she'll show it off and show all her friends and the other people that she's wealthy and she's not poor, which is a status symbol. It's a kind of a common thing in every country, actually, Asia especially. There's if you go into the malls in Asia, there's gold shops all over, and there's always women and people there buying gold chains. There'll be, like this mall down here, the Market Village Mall, there's probably 6 or 8 gold shops in the mall. They all sell chains and pretty much a lot of the same stuff. But it just shows, they'll show them how much the gold is right on the meter there and stuff. So, but yeah, they'll all want gold, and many of you can't buy gold because you're physically in another country. A lot of you guys are going to be sending it through for her to buy gold and getting confirmation that she bought it or something. A lot of you guys are getting scammed, by the way, from what statistics have shown. I hear the Dumaguete ladies are doing pretty good, and they probably got the scammers or got the scam down pretty good now, where they can find these old guys and desperate old men online getting hook, line, and sinker, sending them on allowance, and get a half a dozen of those guys going. So be very careful and verify everything you're going to do, and you're still probably going to get ripped off somewhere. So just some words of beware, and of course you're all grown men. You can afford it if you're sending it, I'm sure. So, but yeah, be careful. But yeah, that's one reason they can always liquefy that gold and turn it into money. So, but they'll take money too, So that's a lot of them will do. Just help me out with this or that, or you'll fix her hair or something too. And you can buy her flowers and chocolates online. You can do that. So there's small things you can do. And if you do anything, it'll be helping her and helping the family, basically. A lot of times it'll go straight to the family. It's something you need to know, if you're getting involved in a Filipino family, when you marry them, you actually literally have to be monetary responsible for them and the family, the actual family. It's right in the wedding vows that you have to take care of her. You promise to take care of her and her family, her mother and father anyway. And as they get old, that's a kind of a tradition anyway in all Asian countries. There's no old folks homes. Most people don't send them there, and there's really not a good idea, or unless you can hire a private nurse or something. But yeah, most of them don't have that luxury, so yeah, it can be a situation where you don't want to be in. But yeah, and you can get involved so deep that you won't have a way to get yourself out of it too. So if you start sending money to somebody to help them out on a daily basis too, you know, that's another thing. You get involved in that, and then you're strung along for so much of it. And if you're not there physically, it's probably not a good idea to be supporting another lady that you visit once a year or something, because you better be sure that she's being true to you, because there's a lot of cases where she's married or has a boyfriend or will have a boyfriend. Once she's got enough money, you know, you may have met her when she was poor and desperate and you helped her along, but when she acquired some wealth, she's going to be out catting around, you know, like they all do. She ain't got to work. She's got pretty much you as a steady stream of income coming in. She can be out doing other things, dating boys, and that's eventually what happens to a lot of them. So be forewarned of that. If you're an older guy with a nicer looking girl and she's all of a sudden got enough money to take care of her and herself and her family, the next thing she's going to be out with her friends, hanging out in bad places, meeting young men that probably are going to be her boyfriend, her side dude, you know, and probably a young Philipina guy that she wanted to date to begin with, or she can date up herself. Then she's got money, she can date the handsome boy, you know. So yeah, you got to be careful of that. Make sure you're not getting played, you know. And if it's a small thing and you're just sending a small gift or something, that ain't a problem. But just keep in mind, it can get you involved, and once you're wrapped into it for so much money, you can't just give up and say, oh, well, now I got so much into it, I can't just say no, because she's someday going to hit you maybe for a big payment on something. Oh no, we need this for the house, some big problem, fix the roof, or a medical emergency. Grandma's sick and she's in the hospital. Of course, she's 94, and you're going to have to cover her you know, death and all that expense too. And they're going to say, what, you won't help grandma? You know, you could lose face and really quickly like that, and it can turn real sour. And another thing, once you get them spoiled, if you're sending them money on a regular basis, the minute you ever turn that off, and if you're in the Philippines when you turn that off, they're going to be in a desperate mode to try to restore that. And they're going to do just about anything it takes to get you to heal, bring you back around to that, laying those golden eggs for them, you know, because it's going to be kind of they'll lose face too if you're going to walk away from it all. And some girls that they've all saw that got prosperous lifestyle through you, and then all of a sudden she sees you walking away, you know, that's going to, or they all see you walking away, they're going to get desperate on that, could get desperate on that situation and turn things around onto you, or set you up for blackmail and other bad things, you know. So be careful of that. And it happens. They'll blackmail you. Be careful what you say, and tell them online, you know, be careful of your words, because they can use them against you someday, and they might if it benefits them. So be careful what situations you get yourself into, and the sending money thing, and especially the buying land and house and building a house, especially if you're not actually there. It's a bad idea. It's actually a good idea if you're gonna invest anything in the Philippines, actually wait till you're there to even get a girlfriend. I would do that. You don't want to get stuck into some girlfriend remote area that you've never been to, and you know, you could move there and this ain't the place for you, and now you're already invested and you've got a girl there and you built a house or helped them build something or bought a piece of land there, and it's kind of not where you want to be. If you've never lived it, you won't know it until you lived it. So, you know, be careful, make small investments. If you got to, you know, even if you're playing around online, that can really get you in trouble, especially if you're playing ahead. If you're playing the long game, like for 2 years out before retirement or more, you know, that's a bad idea to get involved with a girl online before that. That's too early. You're going to be spending a lot of money. She's going to have a lot of emergencies come up between now and then. And by the time you show up, you may just find out it was all a scam to begin with. So yeah, don't do it too far out. In fact, I'd definitely wait until you're there so you can go through and verify, because there's a lot of them that just make their living online. You know, lady boys do it. They're online pretending to be girls. They'll send you pictures of them or some other guy. They'll dress up and or send a picture of another girl. Men will do it. So there's a big whole scam operation going on, and it's big in Asia all over, like this Myanmar border, Burma border here on Thailand. They got all these sweatshops across the border where they're scam centers set up. They're actual scam centers. They kidnap people or lure them in from other poor countries, and they have them stuck there working scam centers, scamming men. So keep in mind, a lot of these ain't even, maybe not even Filipinas. They're these scam centers set up all over. Chinese, many of them, and they're hard to shut down. They're set up all around the border of Thailand. I know that. They're fighting them. They're trying to shut them down. They're shutting power off to them, but there are a lot of them. So be forewarned. They get men and women to work for them too. So be forewarned. They're out there also. So yeah. Get on, like I say, the dating sites. You're going to find out you're going to have a lot of scammers on there too. So you really, really got to weed them out. And if you're not in there in person, I wouldn't be sending a lot of money. A lot of you are going to send flowers and money for flowers and chocolates and dinner for your girlfriends overseas through payments overseas. But go ahead, try it out, but just keep it small and really, really, really do your homework and justify what you're sending by the fact that you can afford to do it and you're not stupid for doing it. And don't overdo it, and don't do it too far out ahead, because that'll add up to quite a bit of money in the end. And then you may be prepared to write it all off. That's one thing. But anyway, those are few of my thoughts. To just be careful with your money. Happy Valentine's Day. Try to be friendly. If you got a girlfriend that's out of your league, and yeah, you want to impress her, go ahead, buy her something nice, some flowers, a nice dinner, but keep it small. Don't go overboard. Don't get in the trap of having to send money every month and you don't even know this girl hardly, and emergencies never stop. Don't get into that trap at all. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day, and hopefully I'll find your love of your life in Asia or wherever you're looking. Well, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.